Welcome to the Creative Advantage Community Arts Partner Roster Applicant Info Session. This presentation provides an overview of the Creative Advantage and information on the 2019 application process for the Community Arts Partner Roster. Please take a moment to review the application timeline. The Creative Advantage is Seattle's citywide initiative to establish equitable access to arts education for every student in Seattle Public Schools. It is made possible through a public-private partnership with Seattle Public Schools, the City of Seattle Office of Arts and Culture, Seattle Foundation, and community arts partners. This is a collective impact partnership where together we persist to create comprehensive, sequential, and predictable arts education for Seattle students. Students who participate in the arts do better academically, are more engaged in learning, and are more likely to stay in school and go to college. And as adults, they are more likely to engage civically in their communities when compared to peers who haven't had an arts education. The arts are integral in developing 21st century skills such as creativity, critical thinking, communication, collaboration, growth mindset, and perseverance, skills that are directly linked to student success in school, career, and life. The arts are an essential part of learning and a mandate of basic education, but many students do not have consistent access to arts learning during the school day. This inequity impacts students of color, students experiencing poverty, and English language learners the most. Therefore, the Creative Advantage is addressing this educational injustice by restoring and growing arts learning opportunities through a racial equity approach. The Creative Advantage is working to ensure that every student in every school receives high-quality arts instruction that teaches sequential art skills and techniques, develops students' 21st century skills, and is culturally responsive. Instruction from certified arts teachers, integrated arts instruction, arts partnerships with community-based organizations and teaching artists, and opportunities to connect arts to careers in high school. To reach its goals, the Creative Advantage invests in hiring teachers and providing resources like instruments, art supplies, and textbooks, is implementing in regional pathways to ensure sequential arts learning from kindergarten through high school, provides funding and support for schools to collaborate with teaching artists and organizations, partners with Seattle Art Museum to provide professional development for teachers and arts partners, and works with the Burke Group to annually evaluate progress and impact of the initiative. Community arts partnerships with schools are valued in Seattle for their role in increasing student access to arts learning, broadening the arts disciplines students can explore, and for all the ways they create bridges between communities and schools. These partnerships also provide multicultural experiences that students may have limited access to at school or in their own communities. A diversity of arts partners and culturally relevant and responsive approaches to teaching arts with Seattle students and teachers are a priority of this work. Through the Creative Advantage, the Office of Arts and Culture provides funding and support for schools to collaborate with teaching artists and arts organizations from the Community Arts Partner roster. Arts partners apply to be on the roster and, once accepted, are approved to work in Seattle Public Schools through the Creative Advantage. When collaborating with schools, arts partners provide integrated and cultural arts learning for students and professional development for teachers. Click on the image to view the roster online. There are two ways that arts partners collaborate with schools through the Creative Advantage: by providing integrated or cultural arts residencies for students during the school day, and by providing professional development for teachers and staff. An applicant can apply to provide either student arts residencies, teacher professional development, or both, and will have the option to indicate this on their application. Once accepted to the Community Arts Partner roster, teaching artists and organizations maintain an active public online profile that promotes their work to schools. Schools active in the Creative Advantage receive funds to contract and partner with arts partners on the roster. Schools, community agencies, and other public and private entities are encouraged to access this list when seeking partners to lead creative learning opportunities with their program participants. While community arts partners will actively be promoted, there is no guarantee of work associated with this resource listing. The Creative Advantage also invests in professional learning and networking events for arts partners and research and evaluation to support arts education and arts partners' own advocacy efforts. The Community Arts Partner roster is open to individual teaching artists, community arts organizations, and cultural institutions with a minimum of 3 years teaching experience. If you are new to teaching artistry or would like to deepen your practice, We encourage you to check out professional development opportunities with the Office of Arts and Culture. Applicants will be evaluated by a peer review panel on the following criteria for student arts residencies. Please refer to the application guidelines on the call page for more information. Applicants will be evaluated by a peer review panel on the following criteria for teacher professional development. Please refer to the application guidelines on the call page for more information. Information on the application, including guidelines, templates, and other requirements, are found on the Creative Advantage Community Arts Partner Roster call page. Click on the image to be taken to the call page located on the Creative Advantage website. The application to the 2019 Community Arts Partner Roster closes Wednesday, March 13th at 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All applications are to be completed and submitted online using Seattle Go Smart, which can be accessed from the call page. The Community Arts Partner Roster application includes the following components: intent to apply, additional profile information, required documents, work samples, questions for student arts residencies, and questions for teacher professional development. In the slides that follow, we'll take a closer look at each component of the online application. As a reminder, please refer to the guidelines on the call page for more information. The first step to completing the Community Arts Partner Roster application is the Intent to Apply survey. The Intent to Apply is an optional survey that provides demographic information on individual teaching artists and community arts organizations that apply to the roster. You may complete or bypass this section of the application. Information gathered from the survey will not be shared with the peer review panel. Once in the main application, the additional profile information page asks applicants to report on two things: the grades that you have the most experience teaching and the artistic disciplines that you teach. The following documents must be uploaded and submitted as part of the Community Arts Partner Roster online application. Please refer to the guidelines for more information. Resume or biography. Individual teaching artists include a current resume or biography that provides information on artist background and teaching artist history. Organizations applying to the roster may submit up to 3 resumes and bios of current teaching artists on their faculty. Residency lesson plan. Submit a sample lesson plan using the template provided on the call page for an integrated arts or cultural arts residency that you have led. If you would like to be considered as provider for both types of residencies, submit 2 lesson plans, one on integrated arts and one for cultural arts. Teacher professional development plan. Provide an outline of your teacher professional development program plan that includes goals and learning objectives, format of plan, types of activities, how you evaluate your program, and other components such as mentoring and coaching activities. Someone who has observed and can give feedback on your teaching or professional development work should complete the evaluation form. The evaluator should base their comments on a lesson you've led within the last year. Download the form from the call page on the Creative Advantage website and email it to the evaluator with a request to complete. They must complete and email the form directly to the project manager by the application deadline. Be sure to give the evaluator enough notice to complete this form thoughtfully. Work samples provide the opportunity for applicants to demonstrate their work to the peer review panel. Up to 2 items per applicant will be accepted. Formats include written, audio, video, and images. Please take a moment to review the types of work samples prioritized for providers of student art residencies and providers of teacher professional development. Please also review the guidelines for further information. The narrative questions provide an opportunity for applicants to express their approach to teaching or providing professional development and to share their expertise. Please take a moment to review the description of questions for student arts residencies and teacher professional development. Please also review the guidelines for further information. Please take a moment to review the application timeline. Thank you for viewing the Creative Advantage Community Arts Partner Roster 2019 Application Information Session. As a reminder, please review the guidelines, FAQ sheet, and other helpful information on the application call page, and contact us with questions you may have about the application or process. We wish you the best of luck with your application.